Limonene, a colorless liquid hydrocarbon with a lemon-like scent present in lemon oil, orange oil, and similar essential oils.
I hit the ground running when I'm invading your country. Instill with honor and discipline. Throw my guns like onions. Dressed in camo with ammo for every situation I handle. They got us marching and stepping. By my platoon, you get trampled. If it ain't raining, we ain't training.
What's up, guys? Sergeant G here from the Stoned Vet USMC. I'm super excited to be back here with you guys, man. It's been a long time. I get it, man. I get it. It's been a while. I've been going like you guys already knew, I was moving, right? I'm in the new studio. Loving it right now, right? It's still a mess. The house is still a mess. We're still unpacking. We're still getting everything going. But guess what? It is time to start getting out there and getting ready to vote. Like I tell you guys every episode, you guys are listening to a 2-time award-winning podcast. If you guys are watching there over on YouTube, hopefully you hit that like, subscribe, and share button. But you can see these beautiful awards that I've already got right here, man. I got 2021 #1 Marine Corps podcast, right? Top Marine Corps podcast of 2021 with the Veteran Podcast Awards. And this year, 2022, Chronic Palooza top podcast. Cannabis podcast right now, dude. I'm super excited, man. Veteran Podcast Awards is upon us again. Get out there and vote. There's a lot of Marine Corps freaking podcasts out there now, but hopefully you guys are voting for the best one. You guys already know, man. Sergeant G here with the Stoned Vet USMC. I'm super excited, man. I'm super excited to get this thing started back up and get it going again. I think for right now, for VTT, I think what I'm going to start doing is start going through the terpene profiles, right? It's an educational piece. This is why I do this, right? It's to help educate you guys, trying to get an understanding as to how does cannabis work? How do the terpenes help me? How do the terpenes benefit what I do and how I go about it, right? A lot of people don't understand it. A lot of people are like, oh, you're just going to go smoke weed and get high and get stoned and this and that and this and that. And it's kind of like, dude, I said, you are consuming terpenes every single day. And a lot of you guys don't know, I was talking with the wife and she's like, yeah. She's like, start going through the terpene profiles and talking about the terpenes that we indulge in on a daily basis, right? So this week I decided to pick limonene, right? Super excited, dude. I'm super excited to do this terpene. There's a lot of different things with this terpene, right? And a lot of people don't know. And so, like I want to tell you guys, I want to give a huge shout out to my sponsor, Raffle 180. Look at this new swag, dude. You go over to raffle180.com. You can pick up some of this new swag, man. Look at this. What you guys think about that? Go over to raffle180.com. Look, that's the Stone Vet, Raffle 180. Raffle180.com provides the best medicinal grade CBD on the market, hands down, dude. If you want to consider using CBD, how can it benefit me? How can it help, right? Look, guys, you guys already know I've been taking drug tests. It was for the first year I was on probation, it was every 2 weeks I was taking a drug test. Now it's random. It's hit or miss. Month here, month there, month here, month there. I'm almost done. Probation's up this November. I'm super excited, dude. But I've been taking CBD this whole time. If you're in a job, in a position that requires you to drug test, and you have to ensure that you are not consuming any THC products, you got to go over to raffle180.com to ensure that you're getting the best medicinal grade THC-free CBD on the market. I haven't popped yet, dude. And I take this stuff every night. I'm taking the Sapphire every night before bed. If you guys are like me, it sucks trying to get sleep, dude. You suck at getting sleep, right? Last night I got 4 hours of sleep, dude. I'm dragging today. I was like, man, I really got to go shoot this episode. So I went down there and I take Sapphire every night before bed. I'm taking PTSD Plus. I'm taking the Active Duty RX, right? If you guys don't know about Active Duty RX, it was created by an Afghan Iraq war veteran who suffered PTSD. It's got amazing medicinal benefits, plant-based medicine benefits, dude. This is one of the things I tell you guys about. I'm taking this CBD on a regular basis every day. I'm taking it every day, and boy, let me tell you what, it's been a life changer for me. But I'm not popping on any of my urinalysis. And I take government urinalysis. I got to go in and they got to watch me pee in a cup and they send it off to get tested. This ain't the over-the-counter drug test. And they send it off to the lab to get tested. And I'm coming back clean every time, man. So if you want to consider using a CBD that's 100% THC-free and still getting the medicinal benefits from the plant, go over to raffle180.com. That's Romeo Alpha Papa Hotel Alpha 180.com. for all your medicinal grade CBD needs. And once you go over there, dude, you get 15% off your entire purchase. Man, that's a hell of a deal, dude. 15% off your entire purchase, man. You spend $95 or more, dude. You get free shipping to your front door. Hell, it might be $75. It's either $75 or $95. I have to go look again. You get free shipping to your front door, dude. That's better than Amazon. 2-day shipping straight to your front door, dude. You can't beat that, dude. That's freaking phenomenal. Priority shipping, dude. They're doing amazing things over rough180.com. Go check them out and get all your medicinal grade CBD needs, man. Yeah, so I'm super excited to be here with you guys, man. I'm trying to get my sponsorship packages together, so hopefully I can get some more sponsors on here and so forth, man. But this week I decided to just talk with you guys and see exactly how you guys been, dude. It's been chaotic, dude. We finally in the new house. Super excited. What do you guys think about the lighting? What do you guys think so far, right? It's not too bad, man. Got me a table, got my computer, my camera, my awards that y'all can see. How beautiful is this, man? How beautiful is these awards, dude? You can't beat it, dude. That's nice, right? So this week I was gonna sit around and just talk to you guys about limonene, right? How many of you guys know about limonene? Right? Show of hands, raise your hand. Do you know about limonene and the terpene profile of it, right? A lot of people don't understand that we consume limonene on a regular basis. I'm from the South. I'm drinking sweet tea right now. I usually enjoy it with a fresh squeeze of lemon or lime. You guys that like the margaritas, that do like to drink, you guys put lime in your margaritas, right? How about you guys taking them shots of tequila, right? You guys always take a lime with it. How many of you guys are taking drinks with lime? That's limonene, right? Right, and like I told you guys, like you heard in the beginning of the episode of what limonene, the definition of what limonene is, right? There's a lot of medicinal benefits to it, though, right? Limonene acts as an antioxidant in the body, absorbing and removing damaging free radicals before they can injure cells. Dietary limonene may help lower risk of certain cancers and signs of aging by reducing the amount of oxidative stress on your body. Did you hear that? Stress? How many of you guys are dealing with stress on a regular basis, man? How many of y'all dealing like, I got to pay a mortgage, I got to make a car note. Man, my girl's going to leave me because I can't stop cheating on her. Or this girl's been stressing on me because she wants me to leave my wife. Or just the different things, right? Stress, right? We live a stressful life, dude. Being an adult sucks, dude. It's hard. We live a super stressful life, dude, you know? But a lot of people don't understand that limonene is an oil extracted from peels of oranges and other citrus fruits. So all your citrus fruits, you know, the grapefruits, the oranges, the blood oranges, the freaking lemons, the limes, right? That's limonene. That smell, that's limonene. It's not lemon. Oh, that smells like a lemon. That's limonene that you're smelling, right? People have been extracting essential oils like limonene from citrus fruits for centuries, dude. That's what I tell you guys. For hundreds of years, Egyptians were using plant-based medicine. A lot of people don't know that. No, a lot of people don't understand that they didn't have a pharmacy where they was, hey, doc, I need some muscle relaxers, man. My back is killing me from picking up these big old bricks and building this pyramid. They had to use plant-based medicine, right? Or how they hydrate. They hydrated with watermelons. They would grow watermelons and hydrate. Eating the watermelon, it would hydrate them, right? However, not all limonene benefits and uses are supported by science, right? It says, what is limonene? Limonene is a chemical found in the rind of citrus fruits such as lemons, limes, and oranges. It is especially concentrated in orange peels, comprising around 97% of the rind's essential oils, right? It's essential oils. You guys know essential oils, right? You guys that have like Young Living and all these other essential oils that are out there, right? It's even hard whenever you start using essential oils. You want to make sure you're using a high quality essential oil. Because sometimes some of these people who process and manufacture this stuff, they're just using garbage to get the oil out of the plant, right? And it sucks when they're doing that. But what you guys need to understand is that same thing with cannabis and everything. Like, you got to understand who's growing it. How are they growing it? What are they using to grow the plant, right? It's the same thing with essential oils. How are they pulling the essential oil out of the plant, right? These plants have oils in it. And so they're pulling in, 97% of the rind is essential oils. It's often referred to as D-limonene, which is the main chemical form. Limonene belongs to a group of compounds known as terpenes, right? Terpenes. You guys hear that, right? This is coming from a doctor. You guys hear me talking about it on every episode. Terpenes, right? Terpenes. I don't care the THC content. What type of terpenes does this flower have, right? Limonene is one of the most common terpenes found in nature and may offer several health benefits. It has been shown to possess anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, anti-stress, and possibly disease-preventing properties. So it's an anti-inflammatory, so that will take away the naproxen and the ibuprofen that the VAs continue pounding down your throat, or those freaking, what do they call them? The your flexorals, all your muscle relaxer compounds, all that stuff from hurting, right? From your knees hurting, your back hurting, all your anti-inflammatories. Limonene can help with it acts as an anti-inflammatory. It's an antioxidant, so it helps with health. It helps with health benefits, right? It helps prevent you from getting the flu, catching colds, right? Anti-stress. We just said this, right? Anti-stress. So it's an uplifting. The terpene limonene is uplifting and helps take away the stress that you may be dealing with, right? And possibly disease preventing properties. They don't want to say that it does take away the disease, but we all know, right? Like if you've done some research, right? Look into Rick Simpson. Look at what he has done with the Rick Simpson oil, why he created the Rick Simpson oil, man. And you'll see what he's talking about, this disease preventing properties, right? Common uses of limonene is a popular additive in foods, cosmetics, cleaning products, and natural insect repellents. It's used in foods like sodas, right? Sprite, 7-Up, Squirt, desserts, lemon cakes, and candies, right? Provide a lemony flavor. Limonene is extracted through hydrodistillation, a process of which the fruit peels are soaked in water and heated until the volatile molecule are released via steam, condensed, and separated. Due to strong aroma, limonene is utilized as a botanical insecticide. It's an active ingredient in multiple pesticide products such as eco-friendly insect repellents, right? And so that right there, this is everyday things that we can use, right? That we can use, like food, right? Foods and stuff like that. It's in foods, insecticides. Like this is stuff here is what this is just everyday things that we use, right? You eat terpenes, right? Limonene, you guys probably, if you guys are like me, I love lemon cake, dude. Lemon cake with lemon icing, dude. Oh my gosh. Summer makes an amazing lemon cake with lemon icing. She has this icing that's just to die for. And let me tell you guys, man, I like lemon. I like limonene, right? But let's see, how does that work with cannabis, right? What is limonene and what does the cannabis terpene do, right? Limonene is an aromatic cannabis terpene produced in the flower's resin glands. In isolation, it's commonly associated with fruity, citrus aromas, and it's found in many everyday items like fruit rinds. That's what we just read about, right? Cosmetics, we just read about that, and cleaning products. Didn't we just read about that in the other article, right? Limonene is used in everyday products that we consume on a daily basis. If you guys go downstairs and you clean your countertops, it probably smells like lemons, right? Because that's the clean smell, right? And so terpenes are fragrant oils scented alongside cannabinoids like THC and CBD. And these terpenes not only determine the smell of cannabis strain, they may also modify its effects. What? Modifies the effects of cannabis? Really? Limonene, also found in a lemon rind, orange rind, juniper. Other strains with limonene, white fire OG, do-si-do. How many of you guys like do-si-do? Some of you guys like do-si-do. And wedding cake. You guys like wedding cake too. I know that, right? While limonene is often assumed to be abundant in strains like that smell like lemon, this isn't always the case. It won't always smell like lemon because cannabis, like I said, it has its own different smell, right? When seeking strains high in limonene, you need to find lab-tested products to know what the strain you're buying is in fact limonene packed. And this is one of the things I tell you guys, right? If you go to the dispensary is required. They're required to have testing, lab testing on all their products. And this is one of the things you tell them when you go in there. Say, what strain do you have that has high limonene in it? And they should be able to open their book and say, this one, wedding cake is high in limonene, right? Whereas THC typically makes up 10 to 30% of the flower's dry weight, limonene occurs in trace amounts generally less than 2%. So you're looking at between 2% or less in the flower that carries limonene, right? High limonene cannabis strains exhibit higher levels of limonene than others, but these levels can vary widely across harvest depending on genetics, growing techniques, and curing process. The only way to know if your strain is high in limonene is through lab tested batches, of course, right? Because depending on who the grower is and what kind of fruit, what kind of genetics the flower is, how they're growing it. Are they growing it indoor? Are they growing it outdoors? What type of fertilizers are they using? What type of pesticides are they using? That all plays an effect in cannabis and the flower itself, man. But it says here, according to the data in Leafly's lab partners, these popular strains tend to produce limonene dominant terpene profiles. Banana OG, you wouldn't think banana, right? Banana has high limonene. Berry White, Black Cherry Soda, Cinex, Dosido, Mac, Purple Hindu Kush, Quantum Kush, Strawberry Banana, Tahoe OG, Wedding Cake, and White Fire OG. So I use the Leafly app on a regular basis, and this is where this information is coming from. It's from the Leafly app, man. It says to find strains containing limonene on Leafly, keep an eye out for strain flowers containing the yellow color. Right, okay, we got that. The limonene potential effects and benefits. Despite limonene's potential therapeutic benefits, little is known about how it works in the brain and body, and what doses are required to achieve these benefits. In many of the limonene studies to date, high doses were used, much higher than amounts found in cannabis. More cannabis-focused research is needed, of course, because we all need more research, right? That's what we're trying to do, is acquire more research in cannabis, because there's so many different strains and understanding. Like he said, though, depends on the grower, depends on the techniques and stuff like that. Because if you smoke, you say you smoke wedding cake, this round of wedding cake, the next round of wedding cake maybe not be as strong, or it may be stronger than this round, and it's going to give you different effects, right? But it says here, limonenes so far have shown potential of the following applications: elevated mood, it's an anti-stressor, right? Stress relief, antifungal properties. So if you got that gout or that nasty feet, right? Antibacterial properties. There you go again. May help relieve heartburn and gastric reflux. So if you got GERD, limonene might be good for you for your GERD. Improves absorption of other terpenes and chemicals by way of the skin, mucous membranes, and digestive tract. There's also promising evidence for limonene's anti-tumor effects. In lab rodents, limonene inhibited the growth of skin and mammary tumors. These studies were followed up with a phase 1 human clinical trial, which found that limonene was somewhat effective at reducing breast cancer tumor growth for nearly a year. Later studies found that daily limonene supplementation for 2 to 6 weeks signs a protein that promotes breast cancer tumor growth, suggesting that daily limonene consumption may inhibit the growth and spread of breast tumors. So for you people who have suffered breast cancer, right? I've had Dawn Ann on my show a while back during season 1, and that's one of the things she had was breast cancer, and she's beat it like 2, 3, 4, 5 times. She's beat it a bunch of times, but she uses cannabis, right? And this is probably one of the things that she learned that limonene was great at, right? Additional reports have revealed benefits of limonene in laboratory models of lung cancer and brain cancer by causing tumor cell death. But like limonene's benefits in breast cancer, high doses are likely needed beyond what may be present in cannabis alone. It's unknown, however, whether the presence of certain cannabinoids extend limonene's anti-cancer effects. Currently, there is not nearly enough evidence to conclude the cannabis products high in limonene. You know, and so that's one of the things, guys, that I keep telling you guys about, right? So we consume limonene on a regular basis, right? We, like I told you guys read it. We just read about it. How we consume and how we use limonene on a regular basis. It's crazy to see, you know, like, and a lot of people, like, you would think, right? So you would think that it would, if you went to a dispensary and you were asking them, you went to smell a plant, and you think, oh, this don't smell like a lemon. This don't smell citrusy, right? This doesn't smell citrusy. And this is one of the things, though, right? That's why we always say, hey, go ask them for the lab report. Ask them for the lab report. Okay, can I see the lab report on this, right? Like, if you guys saw the lab report that I had from where was it from? I can't even remember now. But I had a gentleman on here that owns a CBD company out of Texas. And he showed a lab report that he got from California, and that was a beautiful lab report. Like, all lab reports should look exactly like this, because it broke down the terpenes, what it was high in, how it made you feel, and so forth. And it was just great, right? Because this is what we need. All lab reports should look exactly like how he had it They should, and you just that's one of the things that we have got to remember, right? You guys live in a state. If you guys live in a state and cannabis isn't legal yet, what are you guys doing? What are you guys waiting on for legalization? Right? Right now, the Senate just presented the first hearing for the cannabis legalization, the CAOA Act, the Cannabis Authorization Opportunity Act. I think. I don't know, whatever. And I haven't heard anything back yet. They said it fell flat on its face, but one of the biggest things they're trying to do is get the banking right, getting the banking for these dispensaries that are carrying hundreds of thousands of dollars on a weekly basis, because they don't have safe banking. They all have to. It's a cash only business. Like, you can't use credit cards or anything. It sucks, dude. Especially when you're bringing in hundreds of thousands of dollars a week, and you're trying to figure out, what do I do with all this money? You can't even really deposit it in a bank. And so one of the things is that they's like, we need to pass safe banking, and everybody, all the Senate's trying to do is like, we need to pass federal legalization, then pass safe banking. I don't care. They need to pass the federal legalization of cannabis is what they need to do, right? It needs to happen. This stuff needs to happen. We are done, and we have to do it. And we have to be able to get up there and fight for federal legalization, right? I'm pissed because they canceled my freaking psilocybin bill here in Oklahoma. Super upset, dude. And I'm about to go back up here and talk to these senators and figure out what the hell happened. Like, why? And a lot of times it comes down to wording. Like, you guys heard recently, they canceled that bill that helps us that suffer from burn pits, right? Burn pits and those Vietnam vets who suffer from Agent Orange. A lot of people were pissed. Well, the Republicans canceled it. The Republicans voted against it. But you guys have to look and see what's inside these bills, dude. These guys pass these bills, regardless if you're a Republican, you're a Democrat, you're a Libertarian, whatever. Whenever there's a bill presented, you got to look and see who is it benefiting. I mean, look what they just said. Pelosi and her husband just bought a whole shitload of fucking NVIDIA shares. Why? Because they passed a $52 billion thing to build chips in America. Of course they're going to go and freaking buy stocks in that company. They just approved the bill, and they just gave NVIDIA $52 billion to make more chips in America, man. So, I mean, you have to look at these bills. You can't, it's the Republicans. It's the Democrats. Our country's screwed, dude. And so that's one of the things, and this is one of my passions, right, is cannabis. You guys know this. Downright, you guys know this, right? And this is one of the biggest struggles we have, is trying to fight for, how do we fight for legalization? Start with your local representation where you live. Start with your freaking representatives where you live, right? There's representatives in every county, so-and-so's representing House District, whatever. You got the House, you got councilmen, you got mayors, you got everybody. Start working local, right? If you can't get to the Capitol because you live so far away, start working local. You have a senator in your county. That's the way they break it down, dude. Start with them. Say, I want to sit down with you. And you being a vet, you're like, dude, I need to sit down with you. Like, I'm a vet. My name is Sergeant G. I spent 9 years in the Marine Corps, 2 tours of the desert. I need to sit down and talk to you about this cannabis bill and why it's not moving, or why this got happened. Why'd you guys cancel my psilocybin bill? Like, it's a research bill. No, there was no sales going to procure from this research bill, and this is one of the things that we have to do. We have to stand up and allow our voices to be heard, dude. Us as veterans, dude, we have got to start pulling our weight and saying, you know what, screw this, dude. This is insane, and this is what we have got to be doing, So this is one of the things, guys, that I'm telling you I'm so passionate about. If you live in a state and cannabis isn't legal in your state, like, regardless if they pass for federal legalization and it's not legal in your state, you still can't consume. You still cannot consume, guys. And you guys have got to understand that, right? If I travel across state lines and I have my medicine with me and I get pulled over and I get in trouble for having my medicine with me, dude, I'm going to be highly upset, right? Because it's my medicine, dude. You're not going to tell a guy who takes heart medicine he can't bring his heart medicine across state lines. But God forbid I bring cannabis across state lines, man. It's a plant. But I'm going to get in trouble for carrying my own medicine across state lines, man. It's absolutely ridiculous. But you guys have got to allow your voices to start being heard. Start looking for other veterans in your state. I guarantee you there's a ton of veterans who are fighting for cannabis legalization in your state. Find them. Get together. Connect. Start working together. Working with the Senate. Working with the fucking mayors. Working with everybody, guys. Get out there and allow your voices to start being heard, man. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me on this Wednesday, dude. Super excited to be here hump day with you guys, man. I'm back. Veteran Podcast Awards. Veteran Podcast Awards is upon us again. Don't forget to get over there and vote for the #1 Marine Corps podcast. 2-time award winner. Let's bring home another award. Let's have 3 awards up here, guys. Like I tell you guys, it's because of you that I'm able to win these awards. Get over there. I'm going to have it all in the description box down below, or however you listen to these podcasts. I'm going to have it in the description box. I'm going to give you a hyperlink. Go over there and vote for SRNG, Stoned Vet USMC, the People's Podcast. This is y'all's podcast. You guys leave me a review, however you listen to this, whether it's on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music, wherever you listen, leave me a 5-star review. The more you guys leave me reviews, the more this thing's going to start picking up, and people are going to start listening to what you guys listen to on a regular basis, man. If we're going to get bigger than Joe Rogan, we have got to start hitting some new numbers, man. This is season 2. I'm coming back to you guys with season 2, man. Let's see how long we can get season 2 going, man. Don't forget to go check out my sponsor, Rafa 180. That's Romeo Alpha, Papa Hotel Alpha, 180.com for all your medicinal grade CBD needs, man. Don't forget to go over to VeteranTrashTalk and get you one of these cool little freaking buttons, right? Go pick up one of these buttons. You guys need to put this, if you guys are working in the office, put this on your desk and allow your boss to hit it, man. They'll be like, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, this is Veteran Trash Talk, man. I appreciate Veteran Trash Talk allowing me to be able to come on here and share my shenanigans and my nonsense with you guys. Like I said, for the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be hitting up all the terpene profiles, allowing you guys to get a little bit better understanding of terpenes, how you're consuming them and using them on a daily basis, and how they work in the cannabis flower. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me, hanging out on this Wednesday. Hopefully it gets you over the hump. Hopefully you guys got to enjoy it. Let me know what you guys think. Leave me some reviews. I want to know. I want to hear from you guys. How's it going? Is it going good? What can I do to make these better, man? I've been listening to other podcasts and trying to see how I can make my podcast be as good as those podcasts, man. You guys leave me reviews. Give me feedback. Let me know what you want to hear, how you want to hear about it. Heck, I'll even bring you on the show. We'll talk about it together, man. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me on this hump day, man. Remember, guys, if you're out there smoking, smoke responsibly. Remember to smoke a little bit extra for me. I got to wait till November, but it'll be here before I know it, man. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Remember, you're never alone. You're very important to us. We need you here. You're the only one that can do what you do, man. You're very important to us, to our family. You're important to the mission, man. Keep staying strong. Remember, here at the Stone Vet, we got your 6.
I fight for your freedom of speech and your right to bear arms. When I say I got your 6, that means I got your back. But what else would you expect coming from the Stone Vet? 1, 2, 3, 4 for my country, I go hardcore. Army, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard, Marine Corps. The Stone Vet.